Hey guys, okay, so it has been a minute, but we are doing a what I eat in a day. This is clean keto, dairy free. I'm going to share with you why I'm doing this and everything. It's like been a crazy whirlwind. This morning I had my miracle morning, so I woke up around 5:30 a.m. I got into my little office here where I do my home workouts, and I did my 25-minute high intensity training workout. I did my ketones mixed with Metaplex electrolytes, so I drank that fasted. And I actually this morning had a liquid ketone, which is instant ketosis. It's amazing. It tastes so good. I mixed that up with Metaplex electrolytes. It helps me crush it early when like I have that urge and that drive to just like get back into bed and just sleep all morning. It allows me to be productive in the morning and get that workout in before my day starts. So that's what I did this morning. Got the kids off to school. Then I blended up a fat coffee. So I typically will make a fat coffee every single day around 10 a.m. And then I sip it from 10 to like 11 or 12, however long that takes me. Sometimes I'll do 2 of those fat coffees a day. It just depends if I'm hungry or if I feel like it during that time. Now, a fat coffee that I make it a very specific way so that it keeps me fasted, which means it doesn't cause a insulin response. It's just fat macros. So I like to use MCT 143 for this, plus grass-fed organic butter. And I started with 1/2 a teaspoon of the MCT because MCT can definitely cause like digestive discomfort. So I started with 1/2 a teaspoon and I worked my way up. Today I did 1/2 a tablespoon of that along with my butter and some liquid stevia. So I mixed that up. I packaged some ketones. I got to work, started my day, took a shower before that. I missed that part. And that leads me to now. So I got all of my sample kits product out the door. I have my own home-based business. I help people literally utilize this entire system that I'm following to help them reach their goals. If you're interested in that, I will put the link below so you can check out the different sample pack options. Typically people get started with the mega pack. That's what everyone ordered today. They got their mega packs coming to them. I got a little bit of work done this morning. So all fasted, right? I'm doing all of this stuff fasted. I'm listening to a new book called Atomic Habits. I just finished, for the new year, I just finished Grant Cardone's 10X rule, and I'm one of those people that just like constantly needs to be listening. It's like my productivity tip. I constantly listen to books while I'm doing other things. So whether I'm packaging ketones or I'm cleaning the house or I'm doing the laundry or I'm doing the dishes or whatever it is that I'm doing, I'm listening to something to grow me, to grow my skills, to grow myself. My book right now is Atomic Habits and I'm loving it. It's amazing and it's opening my mind up to so much that I really never even thought about. In addition to that, I just got back my results from a food sensitivity test I took. So you guys, if you've been following along, you know that I was like, you know what, I think I'm having an issue with dairy, so I'm gonna try cutting out dairy for a little while, see what happens, see how I do. And I started feeling really amazing without the dairy. I thought that triggered me to think that maybe I have an issue with dairy. Maybe I've got something going on. So I ordered a food sensitivity test. I got the one from Everlywell and I just got back my results. And I will tell you guys, it was so surprising to me what actually my results were. I actually showed reactivity above normal to 16 different foods. The 2 biggest ones for me was cow's milk and egg white, which is crazy. So now with cow's milk, that pretty much explains what I was thinking as far as the dairy goes, because after I would eat dairy, I would find myself having like allergy symptoms, you know, like I felt like I had allergies. My throat would start closing up, all these crazy things, like not closing up like, you know, but just kind of like mucusy. Not to gross you guys out or anything, but that's what I mean by that. Sour cream, whipped cream, milks, half and half, that sort of thing. Heavy whipping cream, those types of foods. So when I decided to go dairy free, obviously I pulled those things out of my diet. That's why I was feeling so great on the dairy free thing. And then egg whites is very surprising to me, but I actually did score pretty high on egg whites. And so this is helpful. So now I'm not gonna eat egg whites. I would just eat the egg yolk. It also kind of breaks it down for me with 14 foods that I had like mild reactivity to. And of these 14 foods, Mozzarella cheese is one of them, okay, yogurt, and a bunch of other random things that really don't matter to me as much, but I think the mozzarella was the big one for me. They also gave me like my normal reactivity, the foods that I don't have any issues with at all, and interestingly enough, cheddar cheese is on the list of that. So what this told me, and this was just a kit I ordered online, literally came to my house, I pricked my finger, I put the little dots on the thing, and I mailed it back to them, and then I got these results. But what this tells me now is that I don't have to necessarily cut out all dairy. I can still have cheddar cheese, which is great, right? But a lot of dairy is going to be continually removed from my diet. So I'm kind of doing like a low dairy sort of lifestyle. I do consume butter in my fat coffee, because a lot of people who go dairy free, they still consume butter because it's the casein in the dairy that's usually an issue. Butter does not have casein, or it's very low in casein. With this information now, I am following, because I live my best life, I feel my best, I reach my goals, low dairy, clean keto most of the time, not all of the time. You know, if I go out to eat, obviously you're gonna have oils within the foods that you eat at a restaurant. That's not clean keto, but I control what I can control. And then I'm trying to limit the amount that I'm eating out. And if you have been following me on this channel, you know I eat out a lot typically in my lifestyle. That has completely changed. Since switching over to clean keto, I've been eating from home most of the time. I'm building these new habits. I'm stacking upon these new habits. I've also cut way back on alcohol. I drink maybe one alcoholic drink a week or every other week. So I'm not drinking every day anymore. It's typically a date night. So on Friday nights, if we go out for date night, I'll have 1 or 2 glasses of wine, but I'm trying to keep the foods that I'm eating and the drinks that I'm drinking the least toxic as possible. And so that's where the alcohol getting reduced, the dairy getting reduced, and as well as eating out and trying just to limit those oils that I'm getting from restaurants, and then just having clean, natural, healthy foods. Now today I'm going to be making for lunch a clean keto meal that I'm you're gonna see this. This is crazy. This is going to be amazing. So Pruvit came out with these meals, Pruvit Meals. They're not available to everyone yet, but they are coming soon. Okay, so they're on their way, like within weeks. So you might be watching this and they might already be out. If they are, I will put the link in the description below. If they're not out, I will put an email list for you to get on so you get the information first. So Pruvit, the company that creates these ketones that I'm partnering with, since I found the ketones, they literally impacted my life to the point where I'm like, I have to share these with others. Like, I have to get this out in the world. That's what launched my entire business. So the company has been working for the last 5 years to bring meal plans, meals created by chefs that have perfect macros, they're low carb, they're keto, there are some that are dairy free, most of them are low dairy. So the ones that do have dairy in them, they're very, very low dairy, but they taste amazing. It literally tastes like you have a chef in your house. I don't know how they do it, but it's delivered fresh every single week. It's farm to table. It goes from the farm to chefs to create the meals, packaged up and sent directly to you, so there's no other middleman in there. It's all fresh food, and you get it and you microwave it for 4 minutes, and it's amazing. So I'm gonna make one of those for lunch today, one of the ones that will be available when this launches for everyone. And then tonight I'm gonna be making one of my favorite clean keto meals. So I'm working on building these healthy habits that I can sustain long term. It's not about short-term results, it's about stacking these little habits. And really what I'm learning in this book is how important it is for you to stay focused on these little healthy habits that will lead you to massive, massive results, right? Most people will get started on a new program. Either they will start eating healthy, or they will start working out, or they will start up something that is good for them, and then they won't see the results quick enough and they will just quit. And so I want to get into the mindset for myself that I don't want to look at results. I want to look at what my lifestyle is stacking up. Is it healthy? Is it moving me forward? Is it giving me somewhere to go that has a better destination? What path am I taking through these habits that I am making every single day, right? This book is helping me literally redefine what my habits are and where I want to go and how I'm getting there, and also not being so tied up and focused on the results. Because yeah, the results are great, but I will tell you guys, in the last, I don't know, since I uploaded my last video here, I haven't even stepped on the scale. I don't really want to know, because I don't want it to set me back and make me start feeling like, okay, well, what I'm doing isn't getting me anywhere quickly. So what I want to do is I want to be focused on creating these habits so it's second nature for me to get up, to work out, to do the things that I need to do, to live my healthiest self, best life. And that's gonna set me up down the road for achieving things far greater than I would if I would say, okay, well, I'm not getting results quick enough. I'm just gonna go and eat whatever, drink whatever, do whatever, be lazy, all of those things that are so easy to just get tied up in. That's a little bit about me and where I'm headed on this channel. I promise you guys, I'm gonna be bringing you these as frequently and as often as I possibly can. So let's get to the rest of the day because I'm getting hungry, and it is, right now it's 1:30, and so we're gonna mix up one of these Pruvit meals and have one of those for lunch.
I was never the one to write up a song for just anyone. I was always the one to find myself lost in long conversations. Cause I've always been told that things will unfold if you keep on waiting. But then you came along and proved me all wrong. I was so mistaken.
While that's cooking, let me just show you the progress going on the pool really quick. They ran out of stone, but look at the stone. I don't think you guys saw this. If you've been following me on Instagram, you definitely have seen it. They ran out of stone, so they had to order more stone. That set us back like 2 weeks. It's really frustrating, really annoying. No one's been on site here for like 2 weeks, and it's just annoying. We are going to be refinishing, painting everything on the house. So like all of this that is like chipping, coming off, you know, rusting, this will all be fixed. This will all be beautiful. And this is all gonna be, all the bricks gonna be painted white. So little update on the pool. It's coming along, but it's going slow. And I picked out new granite, which I would love. It's actually quartzite. I would love to hear what you guys think. Let me know. I'm gonna put the images of these two that we're thinking about in the comments, what you think we should do. The one, sea pearl, is like almost like a tealish greenish sort of, but I'm afraid it might be too green. I don't want it to be green out here. The other one, Taj Mahal, is a little bit more like a light beige. This is all gonna be white, right? So just keep that in mind and let me know what you guys think. Okay, a little bit about this while it's still cooking. This particular meal has 340 calories, which it makes it great for like a lunch. It's a lot of food and it will definitely keep you full. A little bit about what's in this. Crushed tomatillos, diced mild green chilies, organic onions, organic poblanos, whatever that is. Extra virgin olive oil, organic bell peppers, organic spinach, minced cilantro, water, organic garlic, jalapenos, apple cider vinegar, kosher salt, arrowroot powder, dried Mexican oregano, antibiotic-free pork shoulder, cilantro cauliflower rice blend, which is organic cauliflower, extra virgin olive oil, minced cilantro, organic onions, organic carrots, organic celery, organic spinach. Literally, it's like the perfect meal prep. What I love about this, since I've started eating these, I love that it's literally taken a huge step out of my life. I no longer have to go to the grocery store. I no longer have to do the meal prep. I no longer have to eat the same thing over and over because this food is like having a private chef. Like I cannot duplicate, it's ready. I cannot duplicate the flavor that they can create here in this, and I don't know how they do it, but I'm telling you, I would order this in a restaurant any day of the week. I would order this in a restaurant, and this is just one of them. They have a bunch of different meals. They've got this one, if you are consuming dairy, they have this cheesy chicken cauliflower. It's so good. It's so good. And then they have some new ones coming that I tried out as well. Guys, when this launches, it's gonna be massive, like so huge. It's gonna help so many people, because the biggest thing that most people tell me in my emails is that they're struggling with what to eat, how to make the foods, and also convenience, because a lot of times we'll just go to fast food or we'll order Uber Eats because it's convenient. I know I was falling in that trap. You guys saw it right here on this channel. I would just like order out because I didn't have time to prepare and make something healthy. And I tried my best to order out healthy keto foods, but it's definitely dirty keto. It's not like a clean keto option. And so this is gonna be amazing. Plus it's extremely affordable. It was mind-blowing to me how affordable this actually is. Like this meal is half the cost of one meal that I would be ordering out from Uber Eats. It's crazy. It's insane. Like I'm like, this is so good. This is saving me so much money, and it tastes amazing, and it's just so easy. So like I said before, if you want information on it, or if it's already launched after, by the time you watch this, it could be launched. The information will be in the description below. Oh my gosh. I love this one. Oh my gosh. It's so good. I love cilantro personally, so that's one of the reasons why I really like it, but the pork is like really tender. It's really, really, really good. This particular meal is gonna be 14 net carbs, which if I just told you what all of the ingredients are, those carbs are coming from vegetable sources. They're coming from organic vegetable sources. So if I'm trying to do 25 to 30 net carbs per day, and so far I've had like maybe 2 net carbs up until this point with the ketones, maybe the sugar alcohols that were in the ketones, I would basically be looking at having about 10 to 15 net carbs the rest of the day, which is easily done within my dinner. Now, the cauliflower I think is a lot of the net carbs, but look, Dr. Berg says don't even count the carbs that is coming from vegetable sources. There is no way that you're gonna eat food like this, even if you're at a little bit of a higher net carb at the end of the day, and not reach your goals, because it's coming from the correct sources. The type of food matters, right? So just keep that in mind. Like any of the Pruvit foods that they create, I would have, I'm not even gonna look at the carbs on that, because I'm not worried about it, because I know this is healthy, natural food, and this shouldn't feel like a diet. It shouldn't be like counting. You should just be able to just, it should be a no-brainer for you to just say, okay, I'm gonna eat that for lunch, I'm gonna eat that for dinner, I'm gonna have this, I'm gonna do this workout, I'm gonna do that, and you're gonna get somewhere amazing in your goals. Like that should be it, right? This is gonna change people's entire experience. I'm so excited about this. Plus, I know there are other companies that do these. There was like the Factor meals, and from what I've talked to with my customers, they told me those meals are just like, feel like they are just slathered in cheese. Like they just tried to use a ton of cheese just to get like the macros right. I haven't tried them personally. I haven't even experimented with different, I don't know, pre-made meals. But from what I'm experiencing here with this, these are insanely good. And they're not using cheese to just add flavor or add fat. They're using healthy fats, natural flavors, and it tastes amazing. Like I'm telling you guys, it's like I have my own private chef. Like this is so exciting. This is gonna be game changing. Like this is gonna be a massively exciting summer. I don't know if you're preparing for summer, but if you're getting these Pruvit meals, if you're combining that with the ketones, the whole Pruvit system, like unstoppable, guys, unstoppable force. I'm so excited about it. Alright, so tonight I am making a Mexican bowl, and I make this a couple different ways. Sometimes I do sausage, but tonight I am doing grass-fed and finished beef, and I brown that up, and then I put this riced cauliflower into a pan. Now, if you can find organic riced cauliflower, that would be ideal. Let that cook through, and then I add some organic salsa to this. This is the magic ingredient to this bowl. And then I saute this together, and once this is all kind of cooked through, I put it into my plate, and I just kind of load up the toppings. So I'm starting with the riced cauliflower. And because I want to test out how I do with cheddar cheese, I'm adding in some Cabot Vermont, which I'm from Vermont. I don't know if you guys knew that, but Cabot Vermont sharp cheddar cheese to the top of this, which, to be honest, guys, after eating it, you really don't need the cheese. It's just as good without the cheese. So I did some guacamole, and then I loaded up my beef to the top of this and some Tabasco sauce for a little bit of heat. I like it with a little kick. And this kickin' queso cashew dip, which is really, really good, especially if you're dairy free, to just add to the top there. And it came out really good. I'm obsessed with this meal. It's like one of my absolute favorites for clean keto. So it's actually kielbasa that I'll use as an alternative. I found a really good one that I like. I'll put a little pop-up here. Okay, it's the next day. Last night I was up pretty late with a team call launching new promoters. So the new promoters that got started with my team, we were on a Zoom last night, and it was so much fun. It was so much fun. And so we do that every month. If you don't go to bed early, it's hard to wake up early. So I am mixing up this morning this new kiwi limon, the Vial ketones. So these, I think I mentioned it earlier, but these are liquid ketosis. These ketones, what they do is they're instant. So it doesn't take an hour. It takes like literally an instant for it to go straight to your brain. And so it helps with the energy, the mental clarity, the focus, all of that. And that's really why I love it. And it tastes amazing, like amazing. This is a new one, and I mix it with my lemon Mitoplex. I have samples. I'm doing a little special kit of like the Mitoplex flavor that pairs the best with these liquid ketones. And so I'll put the link in the description below. The different ones kind of taste different with the different flavors of the Mitoplex. There's different citrus flavors of Mitoplex. So I've been pairing them together because the flavor is so good on these liquid ketones. It's crazy when you mix them with the Mitoplex, and plus the Mitoplex is like so important for a low carb lifestyle. So yesterday I had 2 of these. I've been doing 2, especially since I stopped drinking alcohol. It's just nice to have something later in the afternoon that kind of like has a flavor and keeps me on track. This kiwi limon is really good with the lemon. Alright guys, thanks for watching this one. I will see you in the next one.